Erev Shabbos, I just watched two videos on Prager University which discussed the legitimacy and legality of the State of Israel. And there was very little that I could disagree with in those videos. These were by Alan Dershowitz. But I wanted to discuss, really, I think the difference and the crux of this issue. You know, we're familiar with the Satmar and Brisk and Toldosaran and Breslev and all of these other groups, the anti-Zionism. And then there's another group, Neturei Karta, that has its form of anti-Zionism. And then there is the political anti-Zionism. And in general, the groups, other than there's certain parts of Neturei Karta, even among Neturei Karta, most are more mainstream, but the more fringe elements of Neturei Karta, with the exception of those fringe elements, the religious anti-Zionism maintains a separation from the secular political anti-Zionism. And I think the main crux of the issue, I don't really have time right now, but maybe we'll make another video another time, is whether the issue is based on just simply delegitimizing the country as a whole, or is it about the identity of the state as being the Jewish state that represents all Jewish people? Meaning, the Satmar, etc., don't really want Israel to go away. They just want them, it's just simply not in my name. Don't call yourself a Jewish state. Call it something else, and then we won't have an issue with it. Don't call it Israel, call it, Herzliya, something, not in our name. That's the main issue. Opposed to the political approach, which is that Israel is immoral and illegitimate, which is really an untenable argument. You can't really say that Israel as a country is immoral or illegitimate or illegal. What you can say is that it shouldn't claim to represent all Jews. It shouldn't call itself a Jewish state. It could just be a secular state, non-denominational, non-sectarian state. My suggestion on how to solve the issues in Israel, because I don't think the two states, even though a lot of people like Dershowitz, he was saying, well, we should have a two-state solution, that's going to solve it. My approach is quite different. I think the one-state solution is probably the better approach, with a binational state, or perhaps a United States model where you have separate states unite under one federal constitutional government that has their identities but are united under one federal government. And I think that, in my opinion, meaning Israel should annex the land that they legitimately won in the 67 war, whatever they haven't given back yet, which they gave back most of it. The whole Sinai was much bigger than any of the rest of Israel. They only hung on to really traditionally, biblical areas.